What's up, guys? How's it going? It is Matt here. So it's a little bit nippy out here today, so we're talking right around 25 degrees, so I'm just kind of out here, whatever, I'm just gonna do my video. One of my sons actually home from school sick, and the other one's just 3. So anyway, I've decided to come out here, and I saw this, I saw a Times today, a New York Times post today, and it I started having flashbacks, and not quite flashbacks, I started having, I don't know the best way to explain it, I'll get to it here. But, you guys know I try to avoid the politics. I really do. I try to avoid the politics. I'm not a big fan of it. I think politics separates from people from a lot of different things. And it's just, it creates enemies and all that other stuff. And I hate politics. I freaking hate politics. If you like to do things one way, then do it that way. If you like to do things another way, you do it that way. But there's a time when it comes to me when I start thinking about safety of people and about... I don't know the best way to explain it. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to go with this video yet. You guys just come in here and just start talking here. I start thinking about reality and how dark some people are, how dark their minds are out here. So recently there is a post in the New York Times by a college professor that basically says, asks the questions, would the world be better off without humans, is basically what they're saying. Would the world be better off without humans? I think that's the name of the timelines or something like that. And I browsed it a little bit, and after I browsed it, I turned it down, I put it down. I couldn't stand it anymore. And I saw a couple of other people talking about it too. I'll put it like this. One of my favorite books, one of my favorite books is right here. Tom Clancy, Rainbow Six. This was, remember, was it 1998, I believe it is, when it came out? I'll take a look here. This was 1998. All right, so this is 1998. Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six. I love this book. All right, I love this book. So I'll give you a quick little background of this book. This is a fiction. All right, this is a fiction. So basically, it's about a special operations group that gets together from various branches of the service, some of the best, Delta, all that other stuff, and they get together under CIA operatives who are like the best in their field. And they create a world international terrorist team, or anti-terrorist team. International anti-terrorist team. They're stationed out in Harefield, over in England. It's like a base. And it's like an SAS base, but they work with SAS. They work with, it's an international organization of the best. Right as the group basically is starts coming to light, starts coming public, start making public. Well, not quite. They're trying to keep quiet. But once they start acting, and once they start getting activated, all of a sudden all these terrorist attacks start coming, and they can't understand what it is. And what's happening is there's one dude. I actually haven't finished this book. I'm coming to the end here. There's one dude that is basically, he was a old KGB guy. And he worked with international terrorists. That was his specialty. He worked with terrorists. And what he's doing, he's going around and he's working directly for some dude that he knows nothing about. And the guy's paying him a lot of money to get this terrorism, get random terrorist attacks from some of the leading terrorist organizations on stuff just to challenge Rainbow. To challenge Rainbow is what it seems like in the beginning. And in truth, what they're actually trying to do is I don't want to be a spoiler for the book. It's a good book. But they're trying to get a contract for a World Olympics, Sydney Olympics. They're trying to get a security contract for a World Olympics. Now, the people behind the attack are psychotic, hard psychotic anti-people. They're anti-people, tree hugging, nature love. This is fictional. This is fictional out of Tom Clancy's, but Tom Clancy's a smart dude. He is a smart dude. He is a really smart dude, and he used to bring a lot of stuff together and put it out there, put facts, mixed it with all this other stuff too, and he knew about politics and stuff like that too. But basically, the people behind all the attacks, the actual people behind the attacks, who they were hardcore environmentalists, and their specific job was to release a plague, basically a plague called Shiva, one of the worst plagues, kind of like Ebola on steroids, at the Olympics, and basically kill off the entire human world. Well, they live high and mighty in Kansas and another place in, I believe it is Portugal. I don't remember, it might be Portugal, I forgot exactly. But live in Kansas in a place that's like airtight and stuff like that, because according to their mindset, if you wipe out the human race, the world will prosper. Global warming will stop. The animals will prosper. The grasslands will prosper. Within 5 years, nature will take over, and and humans will be gone. But here's the thing: the catch is that is their goal. Their goal is to eliminate 98% of the human population. Yeah, that's what this whole book is about. That's what this group's goal is to eliminate 98% of the human population. Remember, that's exact statistics. While the 3,000 of them and a few others are still alive. So they can study nature, they can study the environment, so they can live in nature, live with the environment, while the human race perishes and is on the brink of extinction, so the nature can take over. Now, what this is about, it's not about nature and humans, all right? Just like this article, it's not about nature and humans. I read the article, it's pretty much the same thing. This guy's what he's talking about, how the world would be better without humans because nature would prosper, and we destroy everything, we destroy the environment, blah, 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 and nature, the world would be so much better with nature and all that other stuff. My guess is it's probably in his mindset and other people's mindset. There's got to be some people around to study the nature while, you know, the human race perishes, which means there's only be a small hand-selected group of people that you agree with, that have the same opinions of you, that work together, and you are basically kings. Kings living out in a Mount Olympus and in charge of the entire world. In charge of the world because there's no one else to get in the way. No one else whatsoever. It's just you and your select group of friends and special people that selected working together and enjoying nature. And we could fly across this and study the African plains, and we can study how New York City just gets devastated while the bones are rotting on the ground, and you know, there's still ashes of humans around when there's people, but the animals will come back and they'll flourish, and it'll be a beautiful thing. There's true evil and psychotic or psychopaths in the world. I guess you say psychopaths in the world. And more than likely, if there's one person doing this, there's other people that have the same type of view. Now, there's some elitists in the world that believe that if you limit the human race, that everything will get better because there's just too many people. So you need to limit it out. Now, this is not about saving the earth, right? This is not about saving the earth. This is not about saving nature. This is about control. This is about control. Being in charge, having power, being more powerful than everything else, getting rid of modern day politics and stuff like that, and being a complete totalitarian. It's your way or the highway. That's what this is about. It's not about saving the environment. It's not about you saving the animals. It's about being in control. Because yes, according to, in their mindset is the entire world would be better off without humans, but we will be there to watch it because we're a select few that will be able to study this and stuff like that, so we can prove to who's left that the world is so much better without humans. So basically what this is wipe out all the humans that they don't agree with, wipe out all the religions, wipe out everything else out there, so you can have it your way, and you could be on top of your world on Mount Olympus. On Mount Olympus, while the world burns beneath you, the human race is almost extinct, and you get to glory in your marvelous work. So I don't know what it is with some of these people, especially this dude's a college professor. I don't know what it is with some of these people, but it's just it's mind-blowing for me. It is mind-blowing for me. You know, we were created. God created us. Now, there are good people and there are bad people, and there are always going to be people that disagree with each other against politics or whatever it is. There's always going to be disagreements. But destroying everyone that doesn't agree with you, that doesn't see things your way, that is not saving anything. That is just making you a totalitarian dictator. That's all that turns out to be. So that's all it turns out to be. It's creating the elitist. Nazi Germany had the same thing. Wipe out all the races. Wipe out everyone as long as the white Aryans can stay alive. You know, and it's a bad mindset. It's a really horrible, very dark mindset. I just want to throw it out there because I saw this article and I started reading through it and I just couldn't stand it. And like I said, all I could do is I was just having flashbacks. Like I said, I've been reading this book. Like it's like the book. It's like the book. I'm just reading it. Like the bad guys in the book. It's the same exact thing. So if you guys, go check this book out, guys. It's a good book. Tom Clancy is a great artist. You know, was a great writer. Good book, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. There's a lot of gun stuff and stuff like that too. Military. A lot of military people 100% understand this and stuff like that too. But I mean, it's like this guy was, like Tom Clancy was like reading people's minds about how people think and the different groups of the people in the world. Anyway, guys, if you like this video, like, share, subscribe, tell your friends about me, and remember, it's our responsibility to take care of each other and protect each other. Peace.